So now we've lifted all the components up with the crane. I marked the wall plate out before. I've just done it 60mm off the block that side, and then 600 all the way across, and then 60mm off the wall there. That's the thickness of my level. 600, and then a few tighter ones here because the loft hatch lands here, and that's just how it works out on that girder. So now we'll start from the trusses that side, and then we'll put the hangers on the girder and fill that in with the trusses. And it's absolutely freezing. So when we're setting up this first truss, what we do first is check from the face brick to the tail and make sure that's even both sides, so we know that this truss is centre of the house. And then we'll, once we're happy with that, we'll shoot it down to the wall plate, and then we will brace it off the scaffold boards. Just check that they're tied in tight with the scaffold clips. So brace it each side. And we'll also bring the pads across the roof where we brace that as well to carry that strength across. So we'll just get this other one on now. Now that's all plumb, we're happy with it, we'll start nailing up these pads here, which we saved from the other roof, and then just start spreading them across at that. First one 600, the next two are then weird measurements, then it's all 600s. So now we've spreaded these trusses across up to the point where we need to do the girder. Now what we'll do is, again, we'll centralise the girder truss, so tails over the face brick, get that in the middle, and then I'll just measure 600 off that last truss onto the girder, and then hangers at that, all the hangers at there, and then we'll just have to cut these tails off and slot them all in. But never nail your girder down to the wall plate until this roof is all running in line, otherwise it's fixed and you can't move anything. So keep that girder, you can put a nail either side to stop it sliding around if you wanted to, but don't skew it into the wall plate. So the girder's in place now, and like I say, I've just tacked a nail either side, just stop it sliding around because the timber's so slippy. The hangers are all tapped on, and we will nail them all in properly, wrap them round when we go around and do all the truss clips. So now, yeah, we'll cut these off, fit them in, and then what I'll do, I'll keep all the trusses the same, hanging over at the back all the way along, and then that will set this girder up that way or that way. And then we'll get the girder up tight and then nail the hangers into the truss and get it all set up properly. So yeah, we'll get the girder centralised, hangers on, and then get the trusses lining through, tap the girder to suit, and then stitch it all in properly. So now we've got all the trusses in the hangers. Nath will go along the back now, get these all measuring the same from the edge of the truss to the face brick. Run a level along that just to check it, and then we'll nail the girder in properly. So now the backs are all running in line, we've nailed that, and then we'll knock the girder up to suit and get that all nailed in. So now we're happy with the trusses, what we'll do, we'll tack our nails here. This one we'll do 9 inches down because of this extra timber. You never want to slam your 4x1 up tight because you won't be able to get your main diagonals in, so we'll do that one 9. This one here, 7 inches down, that one 1.4, we just use that to walk across and nail the ridge up. We'll get all that nailed in now, and we'll get bracing up. So now I'll just finish off getting these straight bracings in, and then Nath will start doing the main diagonals. And just another tip, don't ever take your timber off from the first truss of the scaffold plank until you got some of your own diagonals nailed on the trusses properly, because it's not strong. Even with all these straight ones on, it could still go over in a strong wind, or at least make it pissed up. So yeah, get some proper diagonals nailed in before you take any temporary diagonals off. So now the roof's all braced up, we'll get these end gables ready for the bricklayers, and that's all we're going to do up here today. So we need to jump in them first fixes still over there, so we'll get in them. We've got to get the last set of stairs here.